This space is very empty, I know, but we're working on it. I've just got a new setup. If you haven't been following me on Twitter, this is what I'm currently working on. Looks pretty good so far. Need for Speed Payback is the topic. We're going to be talking about today things I would like to see. In fact, top 10 things I'd like to see in Need for Speed Payback added in the future or seen in future versions of Need for Speed. Now, obviously, you guys may not agree with my top 10. That's okay. Let me know down in the comments what you think as we go through the video. Well, first things first, hang on, I need to go get it. It's like 1,000,000 degrees in here, but I don't care because I have Discord hoodie, which means I am a Discord partner, and that also means that my Discord, the Knobheads Discord, is now public. You all know what Discord is. If you don't, it's the best chat service you can find. No doubt about it whatsoever. Use it all the time. You can join the Knobheads Discord. You can come and chat with us, do whatever you want. Or if you don't want to chat with us, how about you make your own? You can do that as well. But my friends, be sure to click the link in the description to join the Discord. Have some fun. Come have a chat with us. Let's go. Thanks to Discord for sponsoring this video. Number 10, longest support in DLC. In the previous game, it had fantastic support in DLC. In fact, they added manual transmission, which is something most developers wouldn't add. You don't add manual transmission. Re-going against everything that is basically baked in the code and then going, you know what, we're going to try our best to make a manual transmission. But this time, I'm hoping that there's going to be longer support for the game. You know, the game's got supported for around 4 or 5 months. I can't remember the exact number, but obviously after that it still works online and stuff, but I'm talking about DLC content updates, that sort of thing. So I'm hoping in this game there's going to be paid for DLC. Now I know some people get confused about that, but what I mean by that is that if we pay for some DLC, for example cars, that means we'll get more cars because they have to pay for the licenses. So I'm hoping that when it comes to paid DLC, it's just cars and stuff like that. And when it comes to free DLC, it's map updates maybe, or feature updates, or all free. That's the way I hope they do it. Number 9 is EA Trax. EA Trax, back in the day, amazing. They still do it on FIFA, they still do it on a lot of games, and essentially it's the track list on the game. You can disable songs you don't like, or enable songs that aren't playing at a certain place. You remember in Need for Speed 2015 when you did a race, certain songs would play? Well, in this, what it essentially be is that you have all the songs that are in the game, and you can pick and choose which ones you want to play, which is great because some people have specific genre favorites, some people don't like certain genres, so it would mean you could pick and choose what you want. Number 8, Elimination Races. Back in the day, these were the dog's bollocks. It was amazing, right? What you could do is have a lap and the person in last gets knocked out. They were so fun, and online they would be massively intense, and I want to see them come back to Need for Speed, especially online. That would be so much fun, much more intense than normal. Imagine like an 8-player lobby and then having an elimination race and you're all fighting to the finish for a big grand prize, and boom, you win it. It's a lot of cash, mate. Number 7, Lowriders. There's been a lot of classic cars added to the game, a lot of classic American cars, and when I think classic American cars, I think making them into stupid lowriders. Going low, because we have bags, right? So make them low already. That's one thing checked. We can already do that bit, but what I want to see is a bit of bouncing. We have wheelie cars, so we can put bags and wheelies and make it look like semi-lowrider cars. So let us just have a lowrider update down the line and have some extra mods for the classic American cars with the pinstripes, you know, the red cool. You know, the designs on GTA San Andreas, those were great. Leaning back, pimp-a-limping in your lowriders. I want that to be a thing. Number 6, Hatchbacks. Yeah, I said it. I said hatchbacks. And I'm not talking about your Focus RSs. I'm talking about your Ford Fiestas. That's what I'm talking about. I spoke about in a previous video about there being too many supercars maybe and having more progression. If you want to see a full video on this topic, well, you can check the eye thing in the corner. Lowering cars means more progression. I like more progression. Starting us off in little hatches, and again, a lot of people have little hatches and would like to drive their cars in Need for Speed, so there you go. Number 5, racetrack. The only games I can think of that had a racetrack in the map that wasn't a racetrack game, it was an open world game, was Test Drive and The Crew, and they were made by the same developer. So what I want to see is another developer do it, add a racetrack into the open world and where people will go and have races and have fun, and it would be a cool area to have the odd online race, the odd mess about drift around on an online session, or just when you want to test the car, take it to the racetrack. Maybe it's the player's racetrack. I don't know. but I want something, I want a racetrack. You get number 4, Freemode Challenges. Something I liked about Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012 was the speed lifts. They weren't just races. But I also didn't like them because those challenges were absolute shite. What I do like is some of the challenges on Burnout Paradise. Burnout Paradise had fantastic free burn challenges, as they were called. And depending on the amount of players you had, there were different challenges. It was an awesome little mini game system because you could unlock a special car from doing it. So you get some special rewards for doing it in this game, hopefully. But it would be less do jumps together, unless it was like the ramps in the desert or something in an off-road car. Okay. It would be more tailored to the game. You know, joint drifts, longest joint drift together for a certain amount. For example, get a combined top speed. These sort of challenges that would work in the game, that would fit perfectly in the game. I want to see those in Need for Speed. I think that would be a lot of fun because some of us don't like to do races all the time. Some of us like to go in free mode and mess about with friends. And then having this in there where you can activate a challenge randomly where you get a combined drift score. I think that would be tons of fun. Number 3, clubs. I've moaned about the multiplayer menus in the last game many times. An easy fix for this would be to have a club system like GTA or some other game like GTA. Forza, I mean, a club system doesn't have to be massively extravagant. It would be nice if it was, you know, having special leaderboards that refresh every week or something like that, depending on who's actually playing, who's an active club. Because in Forza, once you get to the top and you do nothing, you can pretty much sit there if you had a big number of people. It doesn't even have to be extravagant, as I said. It can be simple. Invite people to a club, they can join, they get a little clan taggy thing on their name, and then they can join a session without adding you as a friend. Maybe you can set a specific wrap that people can choose, and it goes across all the cars. Lots of cool little features like this could be possible with clubs, and I think it's just an awesome addition to the game, especially when it's trying to be this whole multiplayer focus, like play with your friends, online auto log, compare with your club. It would just be perfect. Clubs in Need for Speed, or gangs, something like that. Number 2, challenge series. Back in day, right, what that was, right, was the challenge series, and that thing was very nice. It would give you some crazy challenges, give you some easy challenges. It would give you a good mix of, oh, do this race. Oh, you have an instant heat level 67. Try and lose these police. I want to see things like that return in Payback, even if it comes after launch. It's like the last update challenge series. It would be a nice little addition, last little hurrah. Once you've completed the normal progression in the game, how about you make us in the update, and the last update you go, bam, here's some challenges for you to do if you really want to 100% the game after 150% the game. Number 1, police in free roam and online. You've probably heard the news that the police won't be in free roam in this game, which is unfortunate, but if they had that in an update, that would be awesome. I would not complain if they added that in an update. And one thing I'd like to see is the fact that maybe you put them online as well, because these police, you've mentioned that they're so difficult now, and I've tried them, they're much better. But the fact they're not in free roam, it makes it a little bit like, oh, you have to do the bait crate missions to get them, and to have them in online free roam would be so much fun. And again, you could customize the lobbies to turn them on or off if you really wanted to, if some people didn't like them in the online free roam, or you put them on. Or when you set up speed lists, for example, you could have it so it's on or off on that race. Totally up to the players, maybe. But personally, online, it would be so much fun to actually have these actually aggressive police come after multiple players. They can have a lot more cops on the screen from what we've seen, and they're much smarter. So how about me and me mate getting chased by about 50 cops and then a rhino turns up? It would be bloody great, mate. But that is my top 10 list of what I want to see in Need for Speed Payback. Let me know what you guys think. You may disagree with my list, as I mentioned. Down in the comments, leave your own list. Let us know what you guys want to see. And I am sweating like crazy right now because it's very hot in here. And I'm done, but I've got me set up ready, and I'm ready to play some games. I'll see you guys in the next video. Smash like for more Need for Speed Payback. Subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.